Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and review. I'm going to show you guys how I put it together and everything, but first off, I'm going to tell you what it's all about. So, I built a CR-10, obviously, practically from parts myself, but it, the same frame and everything, but I put my own motors, my own thing in it, and all of that, considering whatever, I built it. And what I realized was that I needed some kind of way to have a filament run-out detector that stops the machine when I'm not around. For example, like I'm always away, sometimes 2-3 days, and I'm always scared, even though it says on the program, sometimes, it says how much of the plastic, let's say it needs, the PLA it needs, or ABS it needs, and then after, or PTG, or whatever it needs, and then it goes over. And in the end, I'm not there to stop it, and then it just stops midway, and it's almost a nightmare to continue. Most of the time I try to continue it, it leaves gaps and everything, when you're doing the calculations. Now, if you're home, it's easy, because you could just hit the pause, button, or even the change filament option, and then it ejects the filament out, which is the right way of doing it, and then you put in the filament and you're good to go. But if you're not home and it goes overboard, over what it is, it's hard to guesstimate, saying, well, you know what, I'll be back from work in about 7 hours. I think this will be good enough till I get back, and it ends up not being good enough. So you need to run out of filament, sensor. Now, I know a lot of people who compromise like I have. When I do my helmets, which is surprising, which I did my helmet at 10 infill, which I usually do 20 and 25 and 30. I did it on 10, and of course I hardened it through resin and fiber, liquid fiberglass and stuff like that. But why have to do that, and why decrease the size, and why play around with it when there's a perfect way, a solution for it? So I went and got me a run out of filament, sensor, and guess what happened? Shortly after that, it does not run on the regular CR-10, and I got this adapter that pretty much goes on the board, and it lets you hook up both, and for some reason it fried my chip. Then I did it again on another chip, which I got, and it just would shoot out a blank like nothing is working. So some people said, just do the the upgrade and whatever, the upgrade of the firmware, and I was like, you know what, screw this. Let me just get the most updated motherboard. Let me get the most updated stuff and run it natively. But also at the same time, let me, get everything brand new. So it came to me. I ordered this from Wish. You could order, be careful with Wish though. You have to make sure they have good, these sellers actually have good, a good reputation, just like buying off eBay. Because eBay was actually a little bit more expensive, so I got it off Wish, and pretty much, I mean, it comes the same way the one in eBay comes. It's from the same supplier. That's why I got it. If you see, this is a box for pliers, but they said it in that box anyway. Now, it came to me in about close to a month. Now, because it's coming straight from, I believe, China or something like that. I don't even know where the heck to begin to do the incision here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, there you go. So let's get that cut. Here we go. So very packaged extremely nice. I mean, this thing is like really, hardcore packed. I mean, look at this, completely taped, and there's foam here also from what I'm seeing. Let me just rip it with my hands. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys exactly what's here. So first off, it comes with the wires that you need. And I believe the run out of filament sensor, yes. So it comes out with its wires as well. And then as you can see, a lot of foam here protecting the units. Let me just... My God, this thing is harsh. This thing right here is the top, but of course when I did the dual Z-axis, make sure you see that video, how to install it. So I really don't need this. I mean, you might... needed to put in the run out of filament sensor. I don't know if that's what it is, but it looks to me like that's what that is. Now you're gonna need another LCD. Now I heard that it works also on the new one, on the new motherboard, the old LCD, but you might as well get it because this thing has two ribbon cables. So I wanted to get something that was native, so I got that. So something native for it, whatever. So it came as a package in that for about 60 bucks. So it's not that taxing at all. And right here is the motherboard. Okay, so right here you see the motherboard. and it comes in that as well. So let me just toss that out, and that's it. So first we're going to talk about each part, and then I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do either a separate video or put it on the same video. Exactly, where did I put my knife? I just had it. How to install it. But I think this should be fine on the first one here. So we'll see how this works out. So first off, let's see how this thing looks. I'm sure it's the same, but I just want to pull it out. Exactly the same. So it goes right into your control board. Now this, believe it or not, is made for the S, the CR-10S, the newer version. But remember, if you guys want to upgrade, you don't necessarily have to buy a whole new printer. That's the beauty of this, unless you want to increase the dimensions, of course, the build volume and stuff. But if you want a regular CR-10S, you just put it into the controller, a new motherboard, and everything fits natively, and you're good to go. Just put a Z-axis, in there. Like I said, it's not really even needed, but just in case. Okay, so let's go right into here. So it says broken material detection switch line. I don't know, whatever. So it comes in these Ziplocs, and right here you're going to see it has a run out of filament sensor. So that hooks up right here, and I guess the filament runs through here. So I want to see this for myself. Let me see how this thing moves in. Okay, so unlike the cheap crap that you buy, the one by Creality 3D is actually, it goes in quicker than having to, it's the cheaper one, the white plasticky one. It kind of sucks because you're putting it in and you really need to push it and drive it through. This thing looks like it's really, really built well. Now, this is like very light plastic, so you do have to be careful with this. But for the most part, I mean, it is what it is. It'll do its job. And here is the lines for it. So you basically have the wires, one that goes here and one that goes natively. You don't need a divider for that. Natively, it's going to go into the motherboard. Okay, which is pretty freaking cool. Now I want to just check this out, see exactly if this is something that you mount on, because you could put anything on those rails, really. And there's no installation video, so I'm going to have to check it out and see for myself exactly what's what. So far, I mean, it looks like this is just for the dual Z-axis. I don't know why they included this, but I have it already, so I already put it in. It doesn't look like anything else because, I mean, you see the hole in the middle, so I really, I don't get how this is supposed to go in, but I'm going to figure it out. I think this goes in like that, just kind of clips on, but we're going to put it together. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So, it is what it is. Let me just put this back so I don't lose it. And now I'm going to show you guys the motherboard, because I don't want to lose this crap. Right now, I'm also going to be doing a mini-series on how to build, you guys requested this for me, and I'm definitely doing it, on how to build a, a computer desk from scratch using cheap parts and all of that stuff. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to be doing an amazing, amazing, amazing one that I think you guys would be really proud of having. With LEDs and everything, it's going to be pretty sick. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it and what parts you need and all of that stuff. So that's going to be another mini-series right after we finish the mini-series for the how to build a helmet, which once that is done, I'm going to show you guys exactly what's what. And you guys will be able to do all that goodness. Here we go. Let me just tear this out. I wish this came in a Ziploc too, but this thing has to be an anti-static, so, because obviously it's there's nothing covering it, so it's naked. So let me just take this out here. Alright, so right away you're going to see a big, big change. I want to make sure you guys see this. Okay? So already you see it has two, okay, compared to the other one that had one. And that's for the LCD monitors right here. These, of course, are for the motors. Of course, these are for the motors as well. And there is, and I'm going to show you guys the diagram. It's going to tell you exactly what's what, and it's going to come on the screen right now. And you're going to see that where everything goes. So there's a spot for the filament sensor. There's a spot for the you know, fans and all of that stuff. And on top of that, there's also a part where you don't need for a dual Z, even though I am going to run it off a single one. But you know, I thought that they were going to include for the Z-axis gimbal, like one, you know, that's going to have a dual, you know, for the dual Z that isn't as a one input, but two for this one. I think it should still run on this anyway. Now, this is the Creality version 2.1, okay, board. So this is totally different, and it has more options, okay? Now, right away, I want to show you there's different versions of it where they don't have this. You want to get one that has two here on the side for the power supply, because otherwise it won't sit comfortably. And as you can see, very, very easy installation. You still got your USB. You got your SD card input. So everything looks almost the same, except there's more inputs for fans, for filament sensor, and if you want, for your auto bed leveler, which I don't like using, to be honest. I have used auto bed levelers on my other printers. I don't trust it. I had issues with it of warping and stuff, and it would not detect that. Then I went with a still, you know, with a straight frame. When I used the mirror, and still the same issue. I still feel much safer doing it myself. You know, I always do it. I clean out. It's like a ritual with me. I clean out, you know, be sure to check out those videos. I clean out the nozzle and everything, and then afterwards I go right into the you know, the leveling. And once I'm done with the leveling, then I do it. It's a ritual I do, and I like to keep it that way. So I'm not really going to use, and I like using glass. I don't know, you guys might think I'm crazy, but I love using glass, and it doesn't work with an auto leveler on this one, so I really don't care for it. That being said, it gives you the options to do that. So it's an updated board. This is a way for, you know, when you're doing the dual Z access and doing all of these things and putting in all of that, you're basically upgrading your CR10 to a CR-10s for a fraction of a price of about 60 bucks. Instead of paying for a whole new printer, which you're going to be charged about 600. I don't know what they charge for the new CR10, but I've seen it for $600. I know the CR-10s something, not the CR-10s, but the CR-10 S5, which is 500, 500, 500, which I am probably going to build that. We'll see. I'm going to get some money together and probably build it for y'all. And I'm going to show you guys how I build it from scratch. Not, you know, ordering their parts, but kind of taking their parts as a template in a way. But this would give you an option, actually, to, with this one, I believe this is the same exact board that it uses. So you have that option, if you ever want to keep the control box and, you know, purchase the 3D printer itself without the control box. Maybe it'll save you some money, or build it from scratch for like $200-300 bucks, and you're good to go. So I mean, that's up to you guys, but that's really what it is, and it's really, really easy to put together, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's already 13 minutes, so I wanted to explain every part. So we're going to go into this in the next video. I'm going to show you guys how to put this together. Have a good one, y'all. See you there. And as always, self-funded here. So anything you guys ask me, if you want me to do a mini-series, I save up money and do it. The only thing I ask is for you to like, share this video for people that need the help. Even if you don't want to share the video, share the information, get it out there. I want to help as many people as possible to come out with this. I want this to be more mainstream. And at the same time, like the video, comment what you think. I want to know feedback. And also subscribe and hit that bell button. As many more new videos to come and mini-series to come. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.